On television today, it's Ontario Lottery Live. With Lotterio, Pick 3, Winterio Extra, Lotto 649, Encore, and Clean Sweep. Good evening and welcome to the Christmas edition of Ontario Lottery Live. I'm Sandy Stahlbrand. Now, did you know that the fall season ended and winter officially began shortly after 3 o'clock this morning? And that we've just gone through the longest day of darkness in the entire year. But just around the corner is a celebration of peace and excitement that always manages to lighten up the darkness. We're highlighting the town of Kleinburg on this Christmas show, and my co-host Kevin Lund will take us down the Courtright Christmas Trail. And he'll be explaining some of the symbols associated with this season. Kevin, say hello.
It's hard to imagine a nicer place to be in the Christmas season than in the beautiful country which surrounds the little town of Kleinburg. I've spent all of my Christmases in the big city, but I found something very special here I'd like to share with you. Right after Winterio Extra, we're heading for the woods. Sandy?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking forward to it. I love the woods at this time of year. But before we set out, let me remind you that here in the studio, we are about to begin the first of our live draws on Ontario Lottery Live, Winterio Extra. Following that, we'll move on to Lotterio, Early Bird, and Pick 3. We'll announce tonight's winning Lotto 649 and Encore numbers, and we'll recap all the winning numbers from this past week's lottery draws. Let's get started with Winterio Extra. Now, this week, there are over 280,000 instant prizes, totaling over $720,000. This is the machine that will select the winning numbers for the draw portion of the game. Standing by is Montreal Trust Officer Jillian Rosenbaum, the official recorder for tonight's draws, and Steve Billings, draws officer from the Ontario Lottery Corporation. Just seconds from now, the Winterio Extra machine will be loaded with these 45 solid rubber balls numbered from 1 to 45. Only 5 of these balls will determine the winning numbers for Winterio Extra. Let's get the machine started. And all 45 balls have just been loaded into the drum, with prizes ranging from $4 to $200,000. The machine is now ready for our draw. Now that you at home have your Winterio Extra tickets ready, Jillian, when you're ready, press that button. Thank you. And don't forget, in addition to the drawn prizes, there are instant prizes valued at over $720,000 available this week. Altogether, there are almost 450,000 possible prizes worth almost $1.8 million. And the winning Winterio Extra numbers for tonight are 23, 35, 24, 33, and 17. If you can match any 2 numbers drawn with 2 numbers on your Winterio Extra ticket, you've just won $4. Match 3 numbers and you've won $10. If you can match any 4 numbers drawn, you win $200. And match all 5 numbers, and you've just won $200,000. Congratulations to the many thousands of you who have just become Winterio Extra winners. Tonight we're highlighting the town of Kleinburg. And because of this holiday season, Kevin Lund and his team thought you might enjoy a walk down the Courtright Christmas Trail. Now, many of the Christmas traditions are universal, and that's because they come from much older religions. And many of the symbols associated with this season can be seen growing along this trail. Here's Kevin Lund.
I'm here at the Courtright Center for Conservation in the Humber River Valley. There's a nature education center here and 12 miles of trails for the public to explore. But it's Christmas time, so we're taking the Courtright Christmas Trail. Our guide, Alan Foster, curator of the Conservation Authority. Alan, what prompted the creation of the Christmas Trail?
Well, people this time of year are decorating in their homes, and what we like to do is point out the roots of those natural, symbolic Christmas items that they bring in from outside. We want people to enjoy it from the outside. Christmas and winter solstice overlap, and winter solstice was the period of year when everything seems to be dead because of winter. The dead leaves, the twigs, the trees, everything seems to be dead. And our ancestors in Europe, where a lot of our Christmas traditions come from, used to go outside and hunt for evergreen plants like this that seem to overcome the power of winter. And they would bring those into their home to bring the family good luck.
Why is mistletoe and romance always linked together at the Christmas season?
Well, it's an old Scandinavian tradition. The mistletoe plant grows high up in a tree, and it's easy to miss it when you go for a walk through the woods. And there's an ancient story about the goddess of love and marriage, Frigga, in Norse mythology. And her son was born, and there was a prophecy that he was going to be killed by a plant. So Frigga went around and made all the plants promise not to do any harm to her son. When he grew up, in fact, the one plant that she forgot was mistletoe, and his enemy made an arrow out of mistletoe, and it eventually killed her son. Now, it ends with a happy ending. He's, in fact, brought back to life. Frigga's tears turn into the white berries that you find in mistletoe plant, and it became a sacred plant to her. And because she's the goddess of love and marriage, the kissing under the mistletoe is related to that. Ontario pioneers would have made use of this plant. This is called the Christmas fern, and they would have brought it into their house because it's an evergreen plant growing in December. And the particularly interesting thing is that the leaflet has a little heel on it to make it look like a Christmas stocking hanging by the chimney with care.
How does this dead tree fit into the Christmas story?
Well, this is a hawthorn tree, and although it looks dead, it isn't. But it's related to a hawthorn tree in England that became very, very famous. Joseph of Arimathea brought his walking stick from the Holy Lands and stuck it in the ground, and this dead walking stick sprouted magic leaves on it and started to flower, not only in May, like every other hawthorn tree, but also on Christmas Day. And that legend has gone right through the ages, and today, the good people of Glastonbury take a bouquet from that magic hawthorn tree to the Queen of England for her breakfast table.
Is that a leaf from the tree?
That is a magic leaf from the tree, spray painted with gold, I'm afraid. But it's still Joseph of Arimathea's tree.
People certainly think of the spruce tree when they think of Christmas. Why is that?
Absolutely. Well, because so many spruce trees become Christmas trees. But there's an interesting legend about spruce trees and why they're important. The baby Jesus and his parents, Joseph and Mary, were fleeing from the king Herod. And his army was after them and chasing them. And they came up to a poplar tree whose branches were out like this and said, "Can you help us, hide us from the soldiers?" The poplar tree said, "No way, I'm not getting involved in this." So they went to a spruce tree whose branches were out like that. And the spruce tree said, "Welcome, you can spend the night under my branches." Now, here's a plant that we've put here to feed the birds. And one of the birds that loves this most is the robin. The robin is kind of a Christmas bird because robins were originally just brown and gray. But there was a robin at the manger scene who noticed that the fire was dying down and baby Jesus was going to get cold. So he flew down from the rafters to the fire, fanned his wings, and brought the fire back to life. But unfortunately, he scorched his breast, and that's why the robin has a red breast, and that's why the robin to this day is kind of a Christmas symbol on old Christmas cards, on Christmas cakes, and also it makes the Canadian $2 bill a very suitable Christmas card.
Valued in any home.
Absolutely.
There's a lot to be said for spending Christmas in the country, very close to nature. Maybe that's why it began in a very little town called Bethlehem.
Thank you, Kevin. A perfect story for this holiday season. Now that you at home have had a chance to check your Winterio extra numbers, let's quickly recap the winning provincial number that was drawn on Friday.
Here is the winning number for this week's provincial. If you have all 7 of these digits in this exact order, you've won $1 million. If you have the last 6 digits, you've won $10,000. The last 5 digits, $1,000. Last 4, $100. Last 3, $25. Last 2 digits, you've won $10. Check the back of your ticket for how to claim your tax-free prize.
And remember, there is a new provincial game starting on January 11th. Right now on Ontario Lottery Live, we have our Lotterio draw. Now, each week, a random chance draw selects 6 regular numbers and the bonus number. You win by matching all 6 numbers, any 5 and the bonus number, or 5, 4, or 3 numbers. Now, there's also the $50,000 early bird prize pool. That's available only for those who played Lotterio Sunday through Thursday. Tonight's estimated Lotterio jackpot is $287,000. Let's take a look at our machine. As you can see, the automatic loader contains 39 balls numbered from 1 to 39. Let's get the machine rolling. And we've loaded the balls into the drum and we're giving them a thorough mix. Jillian Rosenbaum from Montreal Trust assures us all the balls are in the drum and everything looks set to go. Jillian, would you press the button, please, and we'll get this draw underway. In just a few seconds, we'll see if you have a winning Lotterio ticket tonight. The first 6 balls to drop determine the regular winning numbers, followed by the bonus number on the 7th ball. Now, those 7 balls are in the process of dropping. Very soon now, we're going to have those winning numbers. Make sure that your ticket is dated December 22nd, 1990 to be eligible for this draw. And with the jackpot estimated at more than $287,000, the first number down is an 11. Then we have an 8, 34, 17, 28, and 30. And our bonus number tonight is the number 4. And there they are, our 6 regular numbers for Saturday, December 22nd, and tonight's bonus number. And now let's recap those regular jackpot numbers in numerical order. The first number is the number 8. Then we have the number 11, 17, 28, 30, and 34. And our bonus number tonight is the number 4. And Steve, would you reload those balls for us, please, while I explain how people win prizes. Now, if your ticket has all 6 regular numbers in any order, you are a jackpot winner. If you've got 5 numbers in the bonus number, or 5, 4, or 3 of the regular numbers in any order, you're a Lotterio winner, too. I hope we have lots of happy winners watching tonight. Okay, let's start the machine again because it is time for our early bird draw. Now, everything looks ready to go. So once again, Jillian, would you push the button and we'll draw 4 numbers to determine this week's lucky winners. Players, take note, you must have purchased your ticket from Sunday to Thursday to be eligible for this draw and to share in the $50,000 prize pool. Just 1 more number to go. And here are the early bird players' winning numbers for tonight. First up, we have the number 10, then we have a 35, 32, and 37. And now let's recap those early bird numbers in numerical order. The first number is the number 10, then we have a 32, 35, and 37. If you've chosen all 4 of these numbers and you have an early bird ticket, you have just won. Still to come, the Pick 3 draw, Lotto 649, Encore, and Clean Sweep winning numbers. But first, a special message from Ian Nielsen-Jones, President of the Ontario Lottery Corporation.
On behalf of the Ontario Lottery Corporation, I would like to extend to you the warmest season's greetings. Lotteries are fun and entertaining and provide exciting prizes. They also support worthwhile projects across the province. Since 1975, Ontario's lotteries have contributed more than $3 billion to the province of Ontario. Lottery funds have helped pay for recreational and cultural facilities. They support community service agencies and provide financial assistance to healthcare facilities. In short, lotteries add to our quality of life. And that's nice to know when you're buying a ticket. On behalf of the Ontario Lottery Corporation and its staff, I'd like to thank all lottery players for their continued support. Along with my wife and family, I would like to wish you all the very best for the holiday season. Have a safe, happy, and lucky New Year.